He was shot and killed by a San Antonio police officer as he sat in what was allegedly a stolen vehicle. Today, the attorney for the family of Andre A.J. Hernandez announced he is preparing to file a civil rights lawsuit for the wrongful death of the 13-year-old. Attorney Lee Merritt says SAPD acted negligently in the early morning hours of June 3rd that resulted in the shooting death of Hernandez. Merritt says he and the family were allowed to view portions of the body camera videos, and he says what he saw does not reflect what San Antonio police have been telling the public.
Within 1 second of Mr. Ramos exiting his vehicle, he had already fired upon the vehicle occupied by Mr. Hernandez. In my opinion, he did not have sufficient time to obtain a target, to warn the driver that he would shoot, to gain compliance. He simply stepped out of his vehicle and immediately fired into the vehicle driven by Mr. Hernandez.
The police initially reported that the driver of that stolen vehicle T-boned a patrol car, and at that point, another officer feared that the officer in the vehicle would be struck by the suspect, so he fired his weapon. The KSAT defenders have also discovered that the 13-year-old Andre A.J. Hernandez had been arrested in April in Kinney County on 7 charges of human smuggling and evading arrest with a vehicle. The officer who fired that shot is currently on administrative duty. In a statement from City Attorney Andy Segovia, he says in part, quote, "There is an active and ongoing internal investigation. Following this, it will be provided to the Bexar County District Attorney's Office for independent review. Of course, without waiting for the facts, Mr. Merritt will say the shooting was not justified. He's advocating for his client," end quote. You can read that full statement on ksat.com.